Hey everyone, this is Ihari, and welcome to Train Talk. I think this is another episode, and welcome to another episode of Train Talk. Today we're going to talk about the future high-speed rail services in the United States. We're going to talk about, I'll go through different ones, and also talk about their infrastructure as well as their train sets, as well as the where it's going to go, about the stations as well. So let's talk about, there's going to be I'm going to do a top list of high-speed rails and we'll make sure if any of the high rails, but some, not all will have, some of them will not, some will have rail, but not all of them will, so most of them will be grade separate. So first one we have is, number one, we have the Southeast Corridor. It's going to run from Virginia, from DC to Atlanta. The first part is going to run from Charlotte to Atlanta, which is going to be, but some bit more we have. The train sets, they're still looking, it will be run on Norfolk Southern and CSX, which Norfolk Southern and CSX are the perfect railroads they can run on, but you know you have all these railroads you have to deal with, but railroads must have it. It will connect with the Silver Line and the Amtrak trains it's going to connect with. Very good, and then we have also, the infrastructure on there is going to be mostly elevated, but there will be some grade crossings, but most of it will be grade separated. That way it's completely sealed and all the highway area will be grade separated, so there won't be any grade crossings in that area. There won't be any grade crossings, because grade crossings are a dangerous way to keep high-speed rail corridors protected. It will connect with Amtrak Piedmont, Carolina, and other Amtrak services, including all Amtrak long distance. Also in Atlanta, it will connect with the MARTA, which it will connect with the MARTA train, but in Charlotte, it will connect with the San Francisco line as well, or around the MARTA buses, which will be connected. It will be used by no CSX, but it was close. Now, the train sets will be from Siemens. They might use Siemens or any other train sets, but they're not sure what the train sets will. But we'll see in the future. The next one is California High-Speed Rail. California High-Speed Rail will be a high-speed rail in California, which will be running from Los Angeles. Will stop in stations in Los Angeles, San Diego, San Francisco, Sacramento, San Jose. But in it will be running here, but it will also connect with Caltrain. But it will also be grade separated. But it will have some grade crossings. It will have grade crossings mostly on the Caltrain area. It will be running very slow. The Caltrain area is really so good, but Caltrain is really great. I think about other corridors, like the Northeast Corridor, which is going to look something like the Northeast Corridor. The Northeast Corridor is fully electrified, and it's got Amtrak's high-speed rail, the Acela train sets, and in the Northeast Regional, which those trains are really so good. Now, the trains they'll use, I think I looked at those. Some of them might be, but they might use Siemens Valero train sets, which will actually look similar to the ones I've seen in Germany, which those trains would always be a great thing, you see, but, as always, good. See. The idea about what I would do with Southeast Corridor, it would be electrifying it, which would be a better idea to elect, but it's not going to be a good idea to electrify the corridor. You don't want to electrify because there's going to be freight trains that carry in here. So it will be diesel powered. So the tower will be electric. It will not have any diesel locomotives, but there will be some grade crossings and a less grade separated area. It's going to run slow on Caltrain's corridor, but in Los Angeles and other areas, it will be fully grade separated. Railroad crossing the Union Pacific and BNSF will be eliminated. It will not be run on BNSF or Union Pacific. I meant Union Pacific, by the way. Sorry. Which will not be running on the next one in California, which will be going from Los Angeles is Brightline West, which is actually going to look similar. It will not be like the Brightline you see in Florida. It's not going to look like Brightline, which I already took, by the way, similar. It's going to look similar at least. It's going to use the same paint scheme as Brightline in Florida. By the way, check out my train talk episode on Brightline. Check out my videos on Brightline on my YouTube channel. You can find it. Right. Brightline West is going to be fully grade separated. It will not have any grade crossings. It will connect and it will not take you to LA, because I figured out from RM Transit, which really, it will not take you to LA or Los Angeles, because there's not going to be enough space in LA to put a train station. Eventually, it will go to LA, but Las Vegas, it's going to run into a medium of freeway, of a highway, which will be running through the mountain. It will pass by Union Pacific and BNSF's tracks, which will be a great thing. Yeah, it will take, but Regional Entry Group, remember, is actually home to Metrolink. Los Angeles Metrolink, which is going to be people are thinking about, maybe Armstrong was thinking about electrifying the Metrolink. Well, there's not that many grade crossings, but there will be some when you get out, which Metrolink has. Metrolink has current trains that they still use, which, yeah, but you're going to need to take cab to get to L. You're going to need, well, actually, pretty soon, LA's Gold Line, LA's A line, which was originally the Gold Line. The L line, actually, I meant the L line. A line, which is the LA's Metro light rail system, which will be connecting to the San Bernardino line, which you'll both have electric rail at the same time, which you're going to get really good. Now, next one we have, for the future one, the next one, Texas Central. We have Texas Central. Texas Central is going to be running into parts thing, but it's going to be, it will use those same Japanese trains similar to those used on the Japanese bullet train, which I have a video on that coming out soon, so you'll see that. Anyway, so that is going to be a great train. It will be fully grade separated. There will not be any grade crossings in that area. So, it's in a grade separated corridor you're going to see. Then there's other high-speed rails that might be coming in. Then we're also going to talk about another thing that's coming up soon, like Brightline. I also talk about Brightline a little bit. Now next, we have other high-speed rails coming out soon, but we'll look at the train sets. Brightline boats will either use Available Livery or Siemens Velar. The Available Livery actually looks similar to Amtrak's Available Liberty, which will really look similar to Amtrak's logo. Yeah, future high-speed rail train sets are also going to be coming in. Like the Available Livery will be using the Acela Express, which would be... California's going to be using the Statler KISS vehicles, which are going to be very nice. Also, the San Bernardino has the Aerotrain, which is really running really so smooth. Brightline's also going to open up at Orlando Station and also gain Tri-Rail to Miami Central Station pretty soon. Those are all our railroad news. Oh, I have some railroad news I also have to tell you too. I forgot. CPKC, also known as Canadian Pacific Kansas City, which has a new paint scheme, but the paint scheme's going to... CSX also decorated their heritage units, which I have railroad news too, and then also other things are going to be happening too, like you're going to see other trains coming, yeah. Like, also, Coaster wants to sell up their SC44s. That is impossible to sell off Siemens Charger. That's impossible. You never want to sell off Siemens Charger if you would ever want to do it, because... But those two, I think, are probably going to go Metrolink, because Amtrak's got enough, because those Amtrak ones don't have those things that don't match the height of the bi-levels, so they're all going to go to the Metrolink, which is really exciting, and Coaster's game is going to retire to FPHIs. So I want to say a farewell to the F89 PHIs, which I'm really going to miss those locomotives very well. Anyway, so that's it for this Train Talk episode. Thanks for watching this video on the look of the future high-speed rail services. If you have any thoughts, please leave a comment down below. Until next time, I'm Ian Hari. I'll see you in the line, and I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.